You hear that background sound? It's him screaming. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes, emotions can become so overwhelming to where I would love to scream as loud as I can with no repercussions. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling so. I'm sorry. I don't know about you, but I would scream at the top of my lungs. If I had the ability to without anybody yelling at me, I would do it. Without getting arrested, I would do it. Before I wanted to hop into this, I really wanted to know what it was I was getting into. Because I know this is a deep song. I know it's a very sentimental song, and I know this means a lot to his fans as well as a lot to him. And, I didn't want to just watch it really quick. Like as soon as I started getting those views, I didn't just want to watch it to continue riding the train. So I wanted to take my time, take in what it is I listened to, and just accept AGUST for those things I heard before hopping into this one. I had to digest it. Anyways, this is BTS Suga, The Last. What I do know about the song from a bit of research and talking to a bit of friends about it, nothing spoilerish, so nothing was spoiled to me, but I do know the general gist of it. He is talking about his mental illness. He is talking about the basis that he isn't able to produce what it is he wants to produce because of the idol image he has to uphold. As he said in his previous songs, all these rappers are lucky that he's not doing this rapper shit, or else they'd be getting bodied left and right. But due to his circumstance, he has to uphold a certain image, and I get that can be hard. But to cut a long intro short, if you guys not subscribe, definitely hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, because it definitely helps me out and definitely helps me continue doing what it is I love to do, which is commenting, reviewing, breaking down, and stuff like that. Anyways, to cut a long intro short, AGUST, The Last. Let's go.
Linton Wilson presents to you another banger.
Hold on, if you see all in the background, that's interesting. There's a bunch of quotes in the background right here. It says, "Every man dies, but not every man lives." Holy shit, that's a deep quote. We'll talk about everything at the end though, so don't even stress. Behind every dap. Oh. Oh, he already started off with the bars. He said, behind every idol rapper, there's a weak man standing. Yeah, behind every idol rapper who succeeds, there's a weak man standing. Interesting. It's a little dangerous. I fall sometimes again into the fish. Ah. I love the chill energy the song is delivering too while he's preaching what it is. It's like he really wants to be heard in the song. Because if you hear his other songs, if you heard the other song that I reacted to, I forgot the name of them, 𝗙𝗢𝗧 and stuff like that, he's really, really lyrical, and there's things that you really can't catch, right? Very complicated bars. In this song right here, what I'm noticing the trend of is everything is really crisp, everything is really clear, and it's like he's saying, I want you to listen to every word that's coming out of my mouth right now because it matters. So he's trying to be very clear in this song. I like that. Ooh, the conflict I've mentioned. I was around 18 when my social phobia began. So he's saying he's around 18 when his brain, when the social phobia polluted his mind. Interesting. Ah. Sometimes I'm afraid of myself thanks to my self-hatred. Ooh. Minion Gi is already dead. I killed him. Ooh. It's been a long time since my everyday life became killing my passions and comparing. It's been a long time since my everyday life became killing my passions and comparing myself with others. That's a hot topic I want to speak about. It's human nature to compare ourselves, and something that I've learned about, I've been studying, Hinduism, Taoism, stuff like that, is the ability to center yourself and to not necessarily disassociate, but to care less or to be mindful of everything that's happening around you, right? We all have this tendency, we all have this ability to compare ourselves with everybody and what everybody else is doing. And as I say often, you cannot compare your chapter 1 to somebody else's chapter 50, to somebody else's chapter 65. Everybody's at a different state in their life. Everybody's moving at a different frequency, at a different rate. When you take your energy, you observe somebody else and you compare everything that they're doing, and you add those values and opinions onto your life, you're making yourself suffer and you're gonna fall into a hole. I'm guilty of doing this. I know I have friends who are guilty of doing this. A lot of us, it's human nature. We like to compare. It's how we are. It's our ego, right? We love to compare ourselves to other people. But if you can break that mindset, it's beautiful. And it's crazy because with Suga, 𝗦𝗧𝗣𝗢𝗥𝗧, Yoongi, whatever you guys want to consider him, whatever you guys want to call him, what he's preaching about here, he wants his fans to know what he's going through. He wants them to know what he's going through. And I have a lot of respect for artists like that because they're able to be transparent. You know, they build that transparency with their audience, with their fan base. I love that. I love that. There's not a lot of artists like that. It sucks that he's restricted, bro, because I know he'd be dropping bangers. I know for a fact he released this as a mixtape and not as an album. I read this actually. He released this as a mixtape, not as an album, because if he released it as an album, if he released that as an album, it wouldn't be allowed. So he had to drop it as a mixtape, which is kind of insane. But this is nice. My parents came up the first time I went to the psychiatrist. They got counseling with me. Huh.
I don't give a shit, I don't give a fuck. 그딴 말들 전부 다 날 간날 숨기려 하는 말 지우고 그때.
That time I want to erase. That's right. The memories I want to erase of that day I had, that concert. So something happened at a concert. Something happened at a concert. He's saying he wants to erase things, you know, memories of his past. Let's keep going. Let's see what he's talking about. Those words are all words. This instrumental though, it really hits hard. At that time, I thought I could compensate for success. But here's the thing. Fun fact about a concert that one of you guys actually told me. I know his parents didn't support what it was he was doing. His parents had no sense of support for Suga's, you know, journey of becoming an idol. I know they didn't want him to do that. They want him to just follow the ideal path of, you know, Koreans, you know, what most of them do, what most parents want. So his parents showed up to his concert. I think it was his debut concert. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But they showed up to his debut concert and he broke down in tears afterwards because they were there. So I don't know if that's what he's talking about here or if that's something completely different. We'll do some research at the end. See what's up. As time passes by, it feels like I'm becoming a monster. My monster named success that I traded my youth for. He wants a bigger wealth. These things turn on my nose. You hear that background sound? It's him screaming. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes, you know, emotions can become so overwhelming to where I would love to scream as loud as I can with no repercussions. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling so. I'm sorry. I don't know about you, but I would scream at the top of my lungs. If I had the ability to, without anybody yelling at me, I would do it. Without getting arrested, I would do it. You know, you're probably like, why would you do that? It feels good. Just think about it. Just think about screaming at the top of your lungs. Think about how much pressure that would relieve. I should just move to the mountains, become a mountain man, and just scream for the sake of screaming. I should do that. They want me to leave this hill. If my misfortune is your happiness, if my misfortune is your unhappiness, so he's basically saying, should I trade my happiness for your happiness? Cause of all this is me. If my misfortune is your misfortune, if my misfortune is your happiness, then I'll be happy. Then I'll be happy. Then I'll be unhappy. But the cause of it's me. I'm gonna think about that while we watch. Oh my god. That was a disgusting bar. I only imagine it becoming reality. My total dream is in front of me. Say it's a performance in front of only 2 people. Now Tokyo Dome is in front of me. Yes, this is what I was gonna say. Oftentimes we get caught up in this image, this persona of, you know, we gotta be happy or else we're not living life the right way. You know, we got to be in a better mental state or else we're not living life the right way. But I'm here to tell you guys that that's completely wrong. It's a completely false ideology, and there's nothing true about that. There's no way to be happy all the time. And when you're sad, when you're depressed, you got to allow yourself to feel those emotions. You can't stop the emotions from coming. Let yourself feel whatever pain you need to feel. The beauty in it is when you consciously allow yourself to feel whatever it is you want to feel. But if you just feel that unmindfully, then it's going to fuck you up. But if you consciously tell yourself, you know, I know I want to feel like this, so I'm going to consciously allow myself to feel whatever pain it is I'm feeling in this very moment. It's a difference. There is a difference. There's a very clear difference in doing that. Because when you allow yourself to feel something, you allow yourself to control that situation. And the number one thing that us humans love is to be able to control what it is that's happening around us. But if we can control what's happening internally, then that's a completely different mindset being developed within you. So think about that. And I love this transparency that he's showing to his fans. He's saying the things that corrupted me are numerous, but I promise I'm okay. He's allowing himself to go through all those negative emotions, and now he's addressing his fans. You know, he took his time and now he's addressing you guys. He's letting you guys know what it is he felt and what it is he's feeling, but he's still trying to overcome. Artists like that are very rare, man. I recently started listening to 𝗦𝗦𝗣𝗢𝗏. Jesus, bro. 𝗦𝗦𝗍 be preaching some shit. My self-esteem. Was that all the places he performed? I think so. To Rolex, from AX Hall to the gymnastics stadium. This world sprinkled with my creations. I've tasted sweetness and bitterness and even shit. He's basically saying, bro, I've been through the ups and downs. I know what it's like. I've been through all of that shit. Now he's trying to recover. Bro, I can't wait to listen to some of their solo tracks. Like all of BTS members, because they all have such a beautiful story. And AGUST, bro, his story is so deep. I want to hear Jimin's story. Does Jimin have a story that's as deep? I wonder. I want to hear all of them. I want to hear their solo stuff. Baby that I clutched onto, you guys just pretend like you suffered. Okay, Seiko's a watch. Seiko's a watch. Okay. Oh, so he's comparing. I see the contrast that he's trying to make. He's trying to say from Seiko to Rolex. Is Seiko cheaper than Rolex? Is the question. If that's so, wow, the lowest priced model of a Rolex is $5,000. So he's big comparing. He's ideally saying, I went from this, you know, cheap ass watch that was like $100, so now I'm getting watches that are over $5,000. From AX Hall to the gymnastics stadium. Where is AX Hall? Now I gotta figure that out. He's basically saying he was right here, now he's here. All right. He's basically saying he's in this bitch. Seiko to Rolex. It's not that I couldn't be showing me the money, he said I wouldn't. Let's talk about that, bro. Let's talk about how that song made me feel. You know, it was a very relatable song. It was a song that I genuinely enjoyed because it was so transparent. You see, and I really have a strong respect for artists who are able to tell their fans and just people in general, YouTubers, you know, artists, people who are very transparent with their fans, people who are able to tell their fans how it is they feel, and the shit that's just going on through their mind. You know, it's a very hard thing to do, but it really shows how mature you've become. You know, being that level of transparency takes a lot of effort because it's not easy to talk to people. Nonetheless, thousands of people who are watching your videos, you know, millions of people on BTS's end. But I love that. I love that. This was a very deep and sentimental song, and I'm glad that I attacked it with the right mindset because I didn't want to just go into it for the sake of going into it. This was a deep song for him. It was a confession on his part. It was letting us in his mind. You got to respect everybody's, you know, positionality and shit that they're going through because life gets hard sometimes and not everybody's mentally prepared for it. Anyways, this was BTS Suga. The Last by AGUST D, known as BTS Suga. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you guys are not subscribed, no pressure, but subscribing definitely helps me out, and it definitely helps me continue doing what it is I love doing. Even sharing the video and stuff like that. If you enjoyed parts of the video, definitely share it. I don't mind. My Twitter link and stuff like that is in the description, so if you guys want to at me, follow me on Twitter and stuff like that, it's over there, so go check that out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take it easy, smile more, and remember, present moment is all you have, so enjoy it while you can. Yo, I like that word. Hold on. Pororo. Pororo. Sounds like an animal. Pororo. Sounds like a yare yare. Pororo, pororo. You remember the bug guy? That was like his shirt like all the way. The bug guy, he was like super low key. That's what I'll put a picture up and you'll see.